Hey, did you know who started that investigation on him?
Oh, what?
You know who did that?
Ulysses? Who? I don't know.
Huh?
No.
You don't know who did that?
No, I heard a few names. Who?
Angela.
Because she told. Yeah, she said she had $7 million in the house in the project.
Mm-hmm. No, what happened? She got busted in the airport with 2 of them.
Yeah.
And she gave him up.
Right. She asked Sissy Brandon, "You want me to tell? Because if y'all don't tell, you ain't gonna never see your mom again." You know, Brandon told her. You know, Brandon said he told.
Yeah, but look at him. Because Lowe gave me this. Lowe told him, he might sell it. He told him. He said, man, Glenn hadn't paid for everything. Well, Glenn told her don't go do that shit, first of all. She went did it anyway. Come to find out it was an agent. Yeah. So then he was like, man, I'm going to pay, I can get your lawyer, all that. Take the 2 years, I think it was. You know, I'm going to take the 2 years.
Yeah.
I said, boy, got that man
and then, they getting broke off and they mess with the youngsters on the side. You give them drugs and all that, take your lick. You know, it ain't like you with no favor, bro. Get that much time. Right. I feel you.
Yeah, when Lord told me that, I said, man, ain't no way. He said, hell yeah. He said, man, them people ain't ain't had nothing on them. People ain't know who the hell Glenn was. And he said, Glenn
was so low key, bro. Glenn was so low key, bro. They couldn't believe he beat the system all them years.
If you walk up, you wouldn't know who that dude is.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know.
His mama stayed on the next post from Donna. And from my sister on Earhart and Rush Blade right there. Their project house was off the chain. Hey, I'm talking about everything in there was redone. Ain't no project house, yeah?
It didn't look right,
man, this was cold blooded. I said, boy, they ever move, I want that house there. You know? They moved out there in 90. It was already, man, knee deep into it, yeah? I know, bro. I mean,
my nigga already trying to put me to work when I got to go to North Carolina with my son is
come on now.
This month. What part? Charlotte.
Oh, right there.
We'll check out
Queen City. Queen City.
Yes, sir.
You got a cash app?
You from the hundreds? Dinglewood?
Give me to me. Give me a cash app number. You gonna send you some money for me.
What you need?
No, he's just gonna send. Yeah, he gonna send you something.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it from you. I'm gonna switch my cash app to another bank. I'm gonna do it.
You got nothing?
I'm gonna ask you about the rodeo too, cause
ask you about the rodeo. Yeah, actually,
that laptop we recorded.
Yeah.
When we did Gangsta first,
right?
And then when we did UN Gangsta,
right?
It was running hot and it was skipping.
Okay.
And what's his name? Crypto Jesus. Crypto Jesus was like, man, why is skipping or whatever? And I ain't see it until I look at it. And the beginning of the interview, I got everything. And then towards the end, it looked like a scratch CD. I said, man, look at this shit. It's just because it was hot.
Holla at me. Right now, I'm a Joseph. Yeah, you good, bro. You tired? You got to wake up, man. Let's get this thing in.
I said that, yeah. I was muscling through it, yeah. And then halfway, when you say you was in Baton Rouge, I said, let me just try to rest a little bit, shit. A little bit.
What time it is? You gonna try to be,
yeah. Night in that motherfucker.
10:35. Let's try to rock with this here. Get this over with. You see, you got that old Bob Marley picture up there too, huh?
Yeah.
Over there, like you, old Bob.
That's my dog. Kill Bob Marley.
Say, all these speakers work? All that?
The rolling speaker, they had a guy in the East, I think he was in like a old elderly home, and he was a guitar player or whatever, and my uncle was telling me he was getting rid of this stuff, and that one on top though, the one on top of it I bought from Sam's, and they got a little matching right here. But I had another speaker like that, a rolling one downstairs. I think it was bigger than that one, but that's a badass speaker though. That rolling speaker.
No, it's been all right, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow, you don't be going to check saying all out the bands?
Man, what you call it? Somebody said I need to go out there with my camera and go document.
Ooh, they awesome. They awesome. Yeah, no. The dog. We need to go see the dog. Where you went at? Yeah. And that's all.
I do tell somebody I met Columbus Show that sang out. Columbus Johnson, yep.
Stomp the yard, nigga.
Yeah, he come to us right after he was broke. He come right after he did the Stomp the Yard and he was broke, he said. And this was like Probably, yeah.
He ain't make no money off Stunt Deal?
He said he made buku money. He said,
oh, that's what got him back?
And friends and
everybody,
he fucked it up. He said, the next one I get, I'm gonna take it serious. And I'm gonna, you know.
Yeah, you bought some dudes here. Who them dudes was you bought this big gangster scene? Some nice people. They cousin them them brothers, man. Some movie type guy became over here.
Alexander, Sheldon Alexander.
The one done the Katrina thing.
Sheldon Alexander.
Yeah.
I just texted him too.
Okay.
He supposedly
you know him,
was in
I know you know him. Must you be watching that?
South America doing
yeah, the one who done that. He came over here something again.
Spike Lee.
Okay.
He was in South America not too long ago.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And Ryan Coogler, when y'all came in, he was the top #1 show. Documentary on docu-series on Netflix. He was the main face, the main title card for the movie.
Okay.
Even on the #1 spot, he was the top caller of it, his face. And then they got the little small box or whatever, and he's still on the front. You know what I mean? And then not only that, Spike Lee just did another edition of the documentary that he did back in the gap when he first met him and stuff like that made him big.
Wow.
And he just did that too. He was, I think that one was on.
Why you don't interview him though? Why you don't interview the guy?
He's so busy, man. Ever since he left,
yeah,
he's been busy.
Okay.
And then he was in Paris, France. He be doing poetry and stuff.
Okay.
Off of just that documentary. He said, man, that documentary got him busy. He be
everywhere.
He just was sitting down with somebody famous. I can't remember. He be moving, man.
Yeah, I see that.
Man, Ryan Coogler, you know who Ryan Coogler is? Ryan Coogler is the dude who made Sinners.
Oh, yeah. And Black, I knew the names.
And Black Panther.
Yeah. That's why I know him from.
He be around.
Look at this would happen.
Bro.
This would happen to him. He went to the bank to cash a check or something. Man, the people swarmed him on like he was, the cashier or whatever, the teller called the police on him.
Wow.
Yeah. And his driver was sitting outside in the car. They ran to the car like he was the accomplice. And they pulled up the driver all out the car and everything.
Dragging him out.
Yeah. That was a big old thing, man. That's why when you saying the name, I said, man, I wonder if that's the dude, the Black Panther dude who they messed over in the bank. Yeah, man, that was a big old issue.
They have a lawsuit behind it?
Yeah.
He wanted to shoot a big thing for National Geographic. In South America.
South America.
Wow.
They might be in between rapping it.
Oh, okay.
His trailer was famous too, and he never took it down. It was and I just went in there, and you could tell he was still before Hurricane Katrina. You know what I'm saying? He got all the shit in that. You know what I'm saying? But he was in the trailer. That if you see him in the documentary, he was in the trailer originally, and he the only person. This is why he's so famous, dude. This is why he's so famous. National Geographic took all his fucking videos and digitized it. He got like $500 of fucking footage of Katrina. Nobody got that.
Right.
So nobody got that. And then, Hurricane Katrina is just such a hot topic.
Right.
You can make a movie about that
anytime, right.
And he the only one that,
all that footage.
B-roll footage for somebody like that's because somebody big time that's a producer.
Right.
They want to watch. They took this. Because at the time, it was just analog shit. You know what I mean? And he had tapes and shit. Yeah. He had battery and shit. And I always asked him, I said, man, how the fuck you had that much hour of tape?
Right.
Like you was just ready to fuck.
Ready, right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said,
yeah, he had the game.
I called him. I said, damn. He said, man, he even got He in a special holding of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He got before the storm footage, a lot. And then he got after the storm footage.
Right.
So,
they didn't want to let me do it. They were trying to make me get to like pay for a different one, like the Upbringing. So I gotta wait till tomorrow because I was trying to put a picture with me, Pac, and Big, girl. All us together, girl. I said that shit gonna be fire. Me, Tupac, and Big, and Big, yeah.
No, give me a picture with Diesel and Tupac. Cause Diesel loves Tupac.
Yeah, give me one like that, homie. I want that.
Did you cry when he died, got killed, man?
Oh yeah, I did. I really did.
I know a bunch of.
I really did. Because I had a lot of Tupac moments in the prison. You don't know how people was actually beefing in Angola behind Tupac and Biggie. Straight up. Tripping. Yeah. Man, and they didn't even know these dudes.
Man, I remember behind Young Jesus. Like we talked about this shit, and this nigga telling me, man, they don't really have that shit. You know, I said, well, you don't know this fucking thing.
I come under the weight pile one day and the dude said, Tupac a bitch ass nigga and anybody else that look like and he a bitch ass nigga too. Now everybody calling me Tupac. So that's how he came in, and I just went on. Yeah.
You went off, you was hitting his man?
No, he didn't. Think I didn't hit the clown? Shit. Yeah. Cause all the big boys gonna grab me. Hey, hold on, what's happening? Yeah, they probably ain't gonna hit him up, but if he like try to come on, yeah, that's crazy. Man, it was unbelievable, bro.
That's why you see messages.
No,
Unbelievable.
Bro, they don't have a clue, bro. I'm telling you, man. When you know you can call, say, bro, 1, 2 in the morning, you can actually send up across the prison for a bag of dope.
Right.
A bag of weed, and a nigga gonna get on a bicycle and go get it. I mean, literally, a dude gonna get on a bicycle, another inmate, and go on the other side of the prison through gates and all that there, and come back with your drugs. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Every day.
Wow.
I mean, that's real. The free folks ride on bikes because if they got to fight, the walk so long, they be tired before they get there. So they gave them bikes to make it there faster. Because,
what is like little old time bikes?
Bicycles, regular pedal bikes, yeah. Huffy, the big bikes you see everybody.
Yeah, they Angola big.
Angola big, yeah. That's
they told me they got gas stations and all that on there.
They do. That's for the free folks, yeah. But they do have all that.
It's on the property.
Yeah.
When you coming down that road,
y'all ain't got no cars in there.
No, we got the free.
Who ain't got no cars in there?
Regular cars.
So the workers and stuff.
No, workers don't got no cars.
They got people. No, ain't no workers that stay on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got people that got houses that
well, you know what? You know what Angola sound like? It sound like Huntsville. In Texas, we got Huntsville. That's our main. That's the
penitentiary.
The main penitentiary where they first started electrocuting the man.
Yeah, that's how.
My son, y'all met the day. You met the day. That's what scared his scary.
Diesel. Never tell me got another dude from my neighborhood I grew up with. He said he was in Angola. He said, Diesel no man ain't shower.
Chairman?
Shower.
I probably know if I see it.
Yeah.
And where you from?
You know what?
They ain't had a lot of dudes in jail from Killa. I don't know where it was.
Why not?
They ain't had no lot of. Well, when I was up there, they ain't had no lot of dudes. They had a lot of dudes from Killa when you was up there.
No.
You can count the dudes from Killa that's in jail.
Now, let me show you something. Now, see when you left. Now, see when he left. When you left, they came from everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Man, well, they was locking them boys' ass up everywhere. See, he left. He left in the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
These Wayne and all them came like 99, 2000, 2001. All them came like that then. Yeah. And it's a lot of them now. Yeah. But when you know, they weren't like that. You know, when we was in the 90s, they had New Orleans, Shreveport, Baton Rouge. That's all you had.
Right.
Yeah, you had 2 people from here, 2 from
right. That's how right.
For real.
I don't know, but man, niggas wasn't just going to jail or something.
That's right. Then they were saying, country boys, people, dudes be looking like that. Yeah. Yeah, shit. They got a lot of them. I was locked up in LTI with all of them. They up there now, boy. Shit, they ass locked up. What? Shit. JP not playing with them.
A lot of them niggas I know.
Man, they got so many dudes from JP, bro. Ain't never getting out, little youngsters, bro. It's crazy. Ain't never. Homie, Man, they got the Harvey hustlers and all that. Everybody.
I see, I was locked up with them.
Everybody got to be. But I'm saying you locked up in the Fed with them. Yeah, but they got the ones in Angola with lies for Angola and lies for the Feds. Oh, yeah. See, you ain't meet the rest of them. Yeah. No, they got the rest of them. They crazy too. Yes, indeed. 3 lies for the state and 2 lies for the Feds. Yeah. Unbelievable. How you gonna get out? Everybody going crazy.
Right.
Ain't no man. Shit. This dog and dog, boy. See, I don't be want Mike. See, Mike ain't gonna outthink him. He gonna they young and yeah. I mean, they could be 20 years old. You get out of pocket, Mike gonna sock him. And I'd be like, Mike, you can't be doing that. Yeah, man, you can't be doing that. Yeah. Oh, he is old. Shit.
Well, yeah, I think it was up there when I was up there.
Yeah, Mike got 33 and Mike 50-something years old, bro. Yeah, but he good, but good boxer and all that old stuff. But yeah, man, somebody gonna hurt him. Yeah, how'd you die? Oh yeah, but they got some bad youngsters. But see, that's what I don't want. I don't want that to happen because
as soon as you get old and slow down, niggas got plot on you. Niggas know I can't come to them here.
Look, his back had went out on him. He said, bro, he prayed, bro, God straighten his back up because at his weakest moments, what y'all just said, right, somebody come at him and strike him. Yeah, he got himself back. Yeah. Right. Catch him at his weakest moment.
Yeah, you motherfucking lying, nigga. Ain't no such thing as you gotta be hurt one day. You gotta perform every day. You're motherfucking lie. Ain't no such thing. I'm hurt. Yeah.
It's recording me now?
Yeah.
What? No, I ain't tripping. I ain't know. I ain't
guess to be like pressure cord, so again.
Yeah, I ain't know.
Pressure cord. But
so we,
I don't.
Because I didn't know we just running. I didn't think we was being recorded.
Everything personal and stuff like that. But as far as B-roll and stuff like that, you gotta get B-roll. You know what I'm saying? But,
so who they got on camera? Me or both of us?
You can just see the sofa right now.
Okay, yeah. You can't put it on camera.
I'm gonna crop it.
They gonna you put it on camera, our relationship gonna get crazy because everybody gonna come with all kind of foolishness.
Right.
Yeah, even though, for real. They don't need to know who I mess with, as long as you know. And the people who I'm cool with know. That's it.
Me. I don't want nobody knowing.
No.
It's gonna be too much bullshit.
Yeah, you know what it is.
They'll have you thinking Diesel really did.
Really done something, and I'm with you every day.
Right.
Yeah.
I already know how that goes.
No, but still, we don't. We good. We didn't want that. That's why I don't do all that. Yeah.
You like me? I don't post nobody.
No, not no females. Don't do females.
I'm gonna cut you out. You gonna be mad. You listen to
this. That's right. Listen to them. That's right. Yeah. Doing all that.
Look what I be telling the whole. Tell him to do it again, girl. Let him do it again. That's good to feed.
Right.
I can't post nothing. I post something that.
How they gonna scrutinize that, man?
I'm with you every day. You supposed to laugh.
You see that bitch you breathing, huh? They had you posted up with somebody. Look, you just over here with her.
Oh, I know AI. When I see I ain't that throwing up.
Some of them old folks, fuck, I be like, boy.
You be having to look at it again.
They got y'all, boy.
Right.
Fuck, they got y'all. They be having some shit. My mom be coming, showing me, I be like, Mom, you can't tell that's not real? My uncle too. My uncle be like, damn, look at how big this nigga is. I be like, oh, you can't tell that shit not real? Tell me. Hey, but it's
trying to get a song for us.
It's that good. Okay. It is that good. If nobody tell you that, like this what we had.
Especially older people for sure.
Man, but my mama, she hip to it because she hip on the business side of it because I tell her, I said, man, yeah, you gotta ask AI and Grok everything. Oh yeah, Grok be writing all my paragraphs for work. I'll be like, so she know how to work the AI, but she be showing me shit that she, can't tell if it's real or fake. I'll be like, Ma, this fake. She be like, you sure? I'll be like, Ma, come on now, who the fuck? What tiger gonna come jump in your lap and gonna let you fucking pet him?
Right. A wild animal like that.
Yeah, all type of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting far as me because I come from the era of the 90s. Yeah. We didn't have technology.
Right.
And then we got technology. Then we watched the shit get better. You know what I'm saying? Then we watch shit change. We watch Blockbuster close. We watch motherfuckers stop using CDs and stop using VHS. Now we into the thumb drive era. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't even need that. You can just send it. You just send it. You don't even need to. You can save it on a thumb drive and stuff. Now you don't even need to save it on that to get it where you're going. You can just send it where you're going. You know what I mean? So man, and then seeing older people have to navigate through that, but that's a crazy landscape. Man, that's crazy. And then they got kids that ain't never had to deal with all that technology coming up, and they never heard of a CD before.
Right. Oh. No, that was you remember the rotary phone? I don't know if you ordered that.
Yeah, I used to play it with it in my auntie house.
Yeah.
I used to love messing with it.
Yeah.
I used to ring it around and let it go.
Let it go, yeah.
They wouldn't even know how to work that.
I just seen they had the lady had it was maybe a grandson or something. So the grandson was asking her, well, how do you do whole week or something? So she took it off the receiver and set that bitch on like to say whole week. Put it back on there. He said, well, how you do this here? Block. That's what it was. I said block. Took the phone off the receiver. I said, yeah, but that was too funny.
Calling your crush and the crush daddy answering the phone. Yeah. And then it's such and such home, da 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 da. And then doing the interview. Being on the phone and knowing somebody else listening to your conversation. That's a different era, bro. That's a different era. You heard me? That's totally different era, man. But man, that right there is interesting too. Just people don't even understand that. I'm about to order them, you heard me? And everybody get to work.
No, I'm about to go I got to go live right quick, you hear me? Well, damn.
Let's go. Callio Slim. What's your relationship with him?
Callio Slim.
What do you know about Callio?
Oh, you talking about Randall Watson? I mean, it was cool, but I grew up with T-Dub, basically, me and his little brother. Yeah, we was in juvenile jail together, so I knew Randall though. Randall was a stepper.
He was a boogeyman.
A boogeyman. I mean, he was a good brother. He was straight.
With his background and his with his background and his MO, would you label him a serial killer or would you label him a soldier?
He was a soldier. Yeah, he was a soldier. He was a soldier.
He wasn't. It was his killings was behind retaliations or
territorial war.
Territorial.
I mean, I don't know anybody he killed, but I mean, the beef that he was in, yes, I would say that. Yeah,
mostly territory.
Territory, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Who was he to the Callio?
Oh, he was like he was the big brother to them. Yeah, because he was older than all those guys, you know. Yeah, he was their big dog.
He was a Callio landlord.
Yeah, his whole crew though, every last one of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So would he be labeled the top dog in the Callio?
I don't know what you mean by the top dog. I mean, whatever you're talking about. What did you talk about as a top dog?
Could there be a top dog in the Callio?
Oh no, I wouldn't say a top dog. I mean, all of them was top dogs. You know, yeah, they all put in work. All them brothers they was about their business. Every last one of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was he fed?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. His whole crew, yeah, they was fed. Yeah. Gangster crew was fed too. The Melph boy crew was fed too. Everybody was fed. He had a lot going on. Yeah, when New Orleans was the murder capital of the world, man, everybody was riding. Yes, a lot of people lost their lives.
Was it in that time when New Orleans was the murder capital? Was it like a citywide fear to travel the city, or did people go still go to different hoods, and it was, still love. People still went to DJs and stuff. It wasn't.
Oh no, ain't no DJs and all that. No, indeed. You was gonna lose your life at a DJ, especially if you was beefing. Yeah. But a lot of those guys had big heart. They still went, Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotta have a big heart back then.
It can't be too big. Nah. Because you'll meet your match. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of match, you met OG Giggity at a fair, and you gave him a grave wound. Can you give us a little?
Well, I didn't meet him at the fair. I've been knowing him my whole life.
I know you, but it kind of like y'all, the clash.
Yeah. Everybody know about that. He snuck me, and I had a knife in my hand, and I stabbed him and a couple of his partners up.
What was your relationship with Giggity before that?
Oh, he was cool. He's the man. His whole crew. I used to stay back there by gangster them. Yeah. Like I said, the only thing started with me and them was when they killed my partner. I mean, Burger was my friend, but I wasn't hanging with Burger like that. All the rest of the guys was from back there. But ain't nobody done nothing, so I took it upon myself to declare war on them.
What was your thoughts when you came to that you was going to declare war on Giggity? It was on site.
I was ready to die every day. Yeah, I know what I was up against. Like I say, I've been knowing all them from juvenile jail. Yeah, there wasn't nothing to play with. There was some serious boys. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you had it out for the hot boys. The original hot boys.
Well, I wouldn't say it was the hot boys because I wasn't really beefing with everybody. Me and Stone was always cool. Stone, even then when I was beefing with Gangsta them, his little brother was hanging with Gangsta them, but me and Stone was cool. I had to see Stone all the time. He'd be like, damn, Diesel, what's up, bro? You know what you up against, bro? Ooh, I told a lot of them little boys, they gonna lose their life. They must don't know who they playing with. Yeah, so me and Stone was always cool, though.
You brought up Killer Stone. What was Killer Stone relationship aspect towards Callio Slim? Did they get along?
Yeah, everybody had got along. Yeah, everybody was cool. Mm-hmm. Everybody respected each other because everybody knew everybody was gonna ride. Ain't nobody was scared of nobody. Ain't no one person just ran no city. No, that never happened.
It's like a bunch of Indian chiefs
everywhere. Yeah.
That's great. Killer Stone. Did he really own his hood?
Own his hood? I mean, he played a big part. You got a lot of big people from back there, man. Tonto, Cito, all them boys. Yeah, it was really getting money, Me and Stone come from when Stone was using drugs and snatching purses and all that old stuff there. Yeah, my mom and Stone mama used to catch the bus to come visit us when we was in LTI. Not just my mom, all our moms to get together from the city and come see us together. We was family. So I actually know all of them. Sterling, Black and Mo, I know all them dudes. Every last one of them. Ain't no hearsay. Yeah, I grew up with them. We used to snatch purses and all that stuff together, fight together and all that.
Damn.
Yep.
So when did you see the change in Killer Stone to be the calculated big dog that he was to, get that street love?
Well, he already was a big dog. I mean, in LTI, he was the ruler, man. Nobody could beat Stone. I used to be with Stone every day. We shared benches and locker boxes and all that together. Yeah, he always was a big dog.
Was it because of his hands, or was it because of his reputation?
His hands. Oh man, Stone can fight for real. Yes, Stone can fight for real. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it true when people spoke Randall name, people would run?
Nah, man, run for what? Randall wasn't just trying to hurt nobody. Randall was a good dude, like everybody. If somebody tried to hurt him, then he take care of his business. But Randall was good people.
Out of all the original Hot Boys, who commanded the most fear?
The hot boys who commanded the most fear.
Yeah.
Gangster, because Gangster was the wildest. I'm telling you, man, Gangster was wild, bro. I mean, for real. Yeah, he ain't played. That's why everybody be gangster them. They always say gangster them. Even with Sterling, you know, Hot Bees, everybody was always gangster them because he was gonna pull off something. Yeah.
Damn. So is it crazy to see for you to go full circle and to see Gangster go full circle and change his life around? How is it to see that?
Oh man, that's a blessing because man, people don't know, man, me and Gangster been shot, stabbed, man. We done been in prison our whole life, you know, man. We done been through it, man. So, man, for us just not to just be offered to no foolishness, because he ain't offered to no foolishness, none whatsoever. Yeah, he don't drink, he don't smoke, he ain't offered to nothing. But it's a blessing, bro, because he really can give back. Yeah, he's seen a lot and done a lot. Mm-hmm.
You said that you spent most of your life in prison. Can you tell me the difference between when you first got there and towards the end of your stay, like the 80s versus the 90s versus the 2000s? What's the biggest changes you can recognize?
Well, you know, when I first went, I was still young, so I mean, I had a perk to prove. You know, I wasn't gonna be no sissy, so I was always on defense, always. And you know, as I get older and older and older, you know, you start to learn, man. People ain't trying to mess with you and all that little stuff. That's you tripping. So once I realized that, everything was smooth sailing for me. Mm-hmm. I was always my biggest problem, me, because I was tripping, I was spooking. I was young, clean shaved, mouth full of gold, all little foolishness. Yeah, they take that for weakness when you're in prison. When I first went, it ain't like that no more though. But yeah, when I first went.
Is it really every race for themselves in prison?
Every race for themselves. Yes. I say that because in Angola is totally different than any prison, man. I'm saying for real, man. It's unbelievable because that's a slave plantation, 18,000 acres. It's totally different. People don't understand. It's the stuff I could tell you, you wouldn't even believe it. But anyway, yes, every race for themselves, except for us. We our biggest enemy. All we do is fight. I never seen two white guys. No, I never seen no other race in 30 years have a knife fight with each other. Not in Angola. Now, it probably go down in the feds, but not in Angola. They really stick together in Angola. Different races.
So you've seen the black family in jail fight more than you see
the black who?
The black family.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's it. I never see them for real. You can't go there and accept nothing from nobody. You really can't. Yeah, they think it's a game. It's a game in them. When I first went, like I said, yeah. Mm-hmm. Things different now though.
When you think back on your time you spent in prison, what stands out the most to you?
When I think back on the time I spent in prison, what?
What stands out the most to you?
Everything. I hate prison. Yep. All my brothers still there too. Free Mike. Tell it Hankton. Tell it from across that canal. Really? To Real Maxwell, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Free Really, man. Yeah. Yep. Larry Reed, your scoop stuff. You up in there, homie? Mm-hmm. My brother Paul Hardy. Yep. So what's up, big man?
Who was the biggest gangster in jail throughout your whole time you've been there? Did it ever change, or was it always the same person?
The biggest gangster? I ain't never knew no biggest gangster. Not me. Not to me. No. The biggest gangster? Hell no.
So there's nobody that's running the show in Angola?
No, indeed, boy. Yeah, they got. I don't care where you from. They got soldiers and dogs from everywhere. They're not gonna just bow down. No, indeed, everybody not scary. Mm-hmm.
So even with, you mentioned that the black inmates fight with each other, and I can see that power structure. There's probably nobody in charge in that power structure. Everybody for themselves. Everybody vying for power. But in the white structure and the Mexican structure, is there any type of big dog situation?
Yes. Yeah. They listen to their people. Yeah. I got along with all of me. I'm telling you, man, they be having like just the only race that little banquets where only Mexicans and white folks and all that go. I used to be invited to every last one of them. Every last one of them, for real. Yeah, I did.
So you had to be a stand-up nigga.
I mean, I was solid. I was real. I ain't play games. I ain't got time to be playing games. I took it serious because when I went there, it was serious. Yeah, when I went to prison, it was serious, so I took it serious. Mm-hmm.
You mentioned prison being serious. What's the worst thing you ever seen in prison?
The worst thing I ever seen in prison, man. So many things. My little brother Twine Lee, we were sitting down watching the football game. I think it was New England and Pittsburgh. We all sitting down talking and watching the game, just joking and all that little stuff. Just got you some smoking chronic and stuff. And he gets up and he stumbled and he hit the wall. Bam! So we laughing, yeah, he's tripping. And we went put him in his bed and everything. That man was dead, man. Straight up. Twine Lee, yeah, my little brother died. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Yeah, he died. Yeah. Just like that. Youngster, too. Mm-hmm. See something busting his head. The people from California, all them all. He was matter of fact, he was a Vietnamese. But you wouldn't know it until you see him, the way he talk and walk and, oh man, he's straight brother. Yeah, straight brother. Uh-huh. From Bread City over there.
Yeah, so he was. So they hang with races. So do Asian people have to hang with Asian people in jail, right?
They only do that because, they don't want to mingle with us. We don't even get along. What they gonna mingle with us for? That's what they be saying. What do we mingle with y'all for? Y'all don't get along with each other. I don't stand a chance. So they hang with their own people. All right. That's how they go.
Who had the biggest group in jail?
Group? You already know blacks outnumber everybody. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they got a lot of good brothers in that prison, but ain't no togetherness. Nah, ain't together. Nah, man. Yeah.
You mentioned weed. There was weed in Angola?
Every drug in Angola. Every drug. Every drug the name is in Angola.
Have you ever seen somebody get drugs in there? How would drugs get in there?
I'm not gonna speak about that,
Dad. I respect that. I respect that. I watched this TV show, The Mayor of Kingston, and I think the guy that played Hawkeye is the main character in that. But they got drones and shit. They be dropping shit in there. They had a guy put some shit on a Nerf ball, threw it over. Motherfucker threw a baseball over. Throwing stuff over the fence and stuff like that.
Nah.
But you see anybody? You see anybody get hemmed up?
No, well, you don't have streets and all that for them to be doing that in Angola. I'm talking about for civilian streets, people just be passing up and down where they can throw something. Oh no, indeed, the prison it's 18,000 acres. So the highways don't even come that way. It's so many miles away. Once you hit the certain spot way down there, you're on prison grounds anyway. So I mean, ain't nothing happening like that.
So it's a special way they getting that stuff in there.
I mean, you already know how to get it in there. They got females work there. Yeah, they got broke people work there. So, everybody take chances. Some get you, a lot of them get popped. Yeah, a lot of them get caught up. But they still take that chance because they get money, man. Shit. Man, guys really be getting them people money.
Giving them a lot of money.
Yeah, boy. That's indeed. Make you think, yeah, take these $25,000. Look, go get that deal. 25,000. You 18, 19 years old. Yeah. What?
Was there I don't know how to word this. Then I'm gonna come back to it. You mentioned they had a bunch of drugs in prison, and you mentioned people would, if you had to buy some dope or something, somebody would get on a bike and travel to the other side of the prison. That prison was that big.
18,000 acres, man. I mean, they have bicycles. The free folks ride bicycles, and they have guys that they call artlists. They ride bicycles so they can go drop paperwork off here and there. So they got leeway. People got leeway. Angola is different, man. Totally different.
You said free folk.
The police. Yeah, them free folk. We call them free folk. The police. Yeah. Correction officers.
But the guy that's riding the bike.
He's inmates. Yeah, inmate. Yeah. But his job, he clean the office and handle paperwork.
Are you locked down all day or is it?
Some locked down 23 hours and 1 hour out. I mean, but not in population. Not in population. Then if you're a trustee, you out 24 hours a night. You stay out all night if you want to.
But for a regular inmate that's not in like the hole or not a trustee, how would that day? Can you describe that day for the regular inmate?
Well, when you have been there a while, like I have, and you basically grew up with the security officers, so they'd be like, they give you a lot of leeway. Yeah, they would, before they get the little youngsters who they don't even know, So yeah, it don't make it that hard. I had good jobs. I mean, you would call good jobs, but ain't no job good in prison. But I had some iron jobs. Yeah, nothing stressful on me. I was cool. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you brought up jobs. But have you ever seen, this is the question I wanted to ask, but I couldn't word it. Have you ever seen a security guard on the outside, a free man security guard that used to work as a security guard or a correctional officer or, a guard, basically? Have you ever seen a guard get caught for something and end up having to be on the other side of the fence and be a prisoner?
Well, all the guards, they don't come to Angola. Once they get caught with drugs, breaking drugs, and they just get fired or they might go somewhere else, they ain't coming to Angola. No, I never seen that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They wouldn't do that to it. They would.
No, they wouldn't. And then they wouldn't give them that much time. They ain't gonna get no life sentence, 50, 60 years. So yeah, they're not gonna do them that.
So Angola is strictly for long sentences.
Supposed to be, but I mean, prison system's so crowded, man. You got guys in there come to Angola with 3 and 4 months left. Yeah, man. I done seen guys come up there around us with life sentences. He got a year or two left, and he lose his life, get killed. He playing and everybody else serious. We might don't never get out, boy. The brother you lose his life. Yeah, I've seen that many a time. Mm-hmm. He only supposed to be up there, but that's what it is.
So for a person that's not there for a long stint, it's basically just stay to yourself and stay out your way. Is it a jealousy there?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, prison is jealous. Nobody, yeah, because they got guys feel like if you got something, you're not strong enough to have it. If you got nice materialistic stuff, and they feel like you ain't strong enough to have it, they gonna come take it. They ain't gonna steal it from you. They gonna come challenge you for it and take it. You just got to prove to them that you about that. That's all. Cause they gonna challenge you. I know many guys like that.
Would the people with life sentences mess with people with shorter sentences?
Yeah, I mean, because they got people who don't change. They got 50-year-olds up there, 60-year-olds act like they 14, 15. So, everybody don't change. Everybody don't change. I know guys 50, 60 years old. They still sagging with rags around their neck and all that. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, it's prison serious, bro. Prison ain't nothing to play with. Mm-hmm.
What would you say would be the worst? What would be the worst job in Angola?
The worst job. Hey. I would say my job was considered the worst job because nobody really lasts 3 to 6 months. The job that I had, I used to be working at the hospital with serial killers, serial rapers, and mental health patients. And, you know, they always gonna harm somebody who worked back there with them. Because everybody can't, you know, deal with everybody, you know. I went back there, I lasted 2 years. I ain't never had a problem. They ain't never tried to harm me. I ain't never tried to harm them. And I, you know, I was straight with them. So it was all good. But that job was worth, yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Yeah. Yeah.
What would you working that job? What would you say the worst thing that you ever seen working that job?
You know, well, people throw stuff on they throw human waste on nurses and doctors. Yeah, they would actually, they in a cell, come get their medication to talk to the social workers, and they would actually, you know, throw human waste or piss on them. Yeah, spit on them, throw lighter fluid. They always was strapped, man. Yeah, guys been in the cell 20, 25 years. They ain't never seen population before. Mm.
Yeah. What would you say is the best job in Angola?
The best job, no job. That's the best job. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is being a trustee better than being a regular inmate?
To me, yes, indeed. Man, you got freedom. I mean, say you're in prison, you can just go as you want, anywhere you want to go around 18,000 acres, you know, man. Yeah.
My uncle was a trustee for St. Bernard Parish.
Okay.
And every day he would break out of jail and be back in before count up.
Yeah, you ain't breaking out Angola.
No.
You know, I had a good thing because I was trustee when my dad died in 2019. My dad died, I was a trustee. I was able to wear street clothes. I was dressed like this here at the funeral. Yeah, you couldn't even tell I was in Angola with a life sentence. Yeah. Free man with me there. I could have broke out running, done anything I wanted. Yeah.
So you went to the funeral outside?
Yeah. I left from Angola, came out of prison with no shackles on, dressed like this here, to New Orleans to my daddy's funeral.
Was you accompanied? Did you have a...
Yeah, 2, 3 folks with me. Yeah. They had guns on them, but I ain't had no shackles or nothing on. Yeah. And then they let you roam around. They know you're a trustee. You ain't tripping.
Damn, so how was that day?
Unbelievable. Yep. My brother Howard, he came to all my funerals, every funeral. My mama, my daddy, my grandma, nephews, friends, everybody.
How was it to see your brother Howard?
It's my dog, man. I mean, Howard been rocking since we like 1 year old, 2 years old. Yeah.
Was it a long gap before you seen him? You know,
Yeah. When I'm talking about when I went to prison, it took some years because we had lost the contact, you know. Yeah, because he was in prison for like a couple of years, and he got out, and we lost contact, you know. Because I wasn't worrying about really bothering nobody outside. I was focusing on what I was doing inside the prison. You know? Yeah.
But that day you got to get out and go to the funeral. Was the world a different place to you?
Yeah, I really couldn't tell because the area, you know, right down the street from Magnolia, it didn't look the same. I was like, man, because my dad, he lived right down the street from me, from where the funeral was, you know. It ain't look the same, but not that changed. I was hoping my brother Paul Hardy came, but you know, I didn't know that the feds didn't let the inmates come to funerals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't let the feds they don't play that.
No, I'm glad I'm asking this because I not too long ago went to jail, and the feds seemed like they were treated a little bit better than us. So how is the relationship between who you think get treated better, state or federal?
Oh, federal inmates get treated better. They do. You know, you got people from all over the world, man. The same as state, but not as much like that. As you know, like I say, state and feds are different. You know, in the feds, you have a crew. You have a big dog that you got to answer to, and he got to call shots and all that there. In the state, it's every man for themselves. You got to be a soldier on your own in the state.
So you answered all these questions as a state prisoner.
Okay.
Now, I'm asking you that. You answered every question that I asked you for as you know, is there any structure in the black community
In the prison,
jail,
okay.
in the prison?
Right.
So in the state side, there's no structure, but would they have a big dog in the federal?
Well, yes, but it still ain't no. Now it's still they do, but they still be beefing. The black guys from Washington D.C., all these wherever these different areas, they still be getting into it with the other blacks. Yeah, you don't really see too many Mexicans with the blacks. The blacks still be at war with each other. Yeah, still at war with each other.
And I hear a lot about that, and they'll say that like Louisiana has more people locked up than a lot of other states. So it's like Louisiana have the biggest chunk of population in there when it comes to the states. Black states warring with each other is mostly Louisiana.
No, because I hear from what I hear, I never been to the states. Louisiana, down south. Down south really hook up with each other and all that stuff, yeah, and become one.
Yeah,
because they outnumbered, I guess. I don't know, but I heard that.
I heard Washington got a lot of people.
Yeah, Washington D.C. Yeah, because it ain't no state jail. Everybody go to fed. You get caught with 2 rocks, you go into the federals.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That bike situation. Like is there any checks and balances when you're going to different parts of the Angola, or is it just a straight ride through? You can just go.
Everybody, the bikes are for the free folks to ride. You know, say something happened, they're able to get to the situation faster than running, because by the time they get where they're going, they out of breath, because a lot of those, it stretches. Yeah, man, Angola, you walk, man. Sometimes you got to walk 2 miles to go to the kitchen. For real. Freezing cold, storming rain. Yeah, Angola's big. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's real. So that's what the bike's for, but you know, and it's for the ranking officers, but they had their little clerks and all that there. So they let the clerks use the bikes. Look, go bring that paperwork over there to the East Shaw, you know, stuff like that. So for people that know.
So the inmates were able to ride those bikes too.
Some, yes. Yeah, specific. Yeah. Not everybody. Guys like myself and that, we wouldn't even if they offered us to ride, we couldn't do that. No, indeed. That was going against the code when we went. You know, you couldn't even talk to free folks when I went to Angola. Yeah.
You couldn't talk to them, meaning the guards wouldn't let you talk to them?
No, that was taboo. They would think if you're talking to them, you know, they got to hear you talking to them. Yeah, you can't be talking in silence and talking about let's go outside and talk and all that. No, indeed. You couldn't do that when I went. Nah.
Yeah. So basically, you would have to shout whatever.
Well, you ain't got to shout. You just got to make it known what y'all talking about. You ain't got to be shouting, but somebody got to hear you. Somebody got to hear what you're talking about. man, I'm telling you, Russ.
There's this guy, PKA. He went to jail. He a big YouTuber. His name is FPS Russia. His name is Kyle also too. But he went to jail for I think he got some marijuana in the mail or whatever, and they ended up making him go to jail. But he was famous before he went to jail. So when he got there, people was always the free folk was always talking to him and asking him questions and shit. He'd be like, "Man, I don't want y'all talking to me, man." You know, he was timid. He was like, you know, that should have get me fucked up. You know what I mean? Man, let's get back to these cars. Callio Slim brother, T-Dub. What's your relationship with him?
Me and T-Dub, good. Me and T-Dub was in LTI. We shared benches and locker boxes together. I mean, we all grew up in juvenile jail together, so we knew each other very well. Very well. We all came home, even though we from different projects. We respected each other, and everybody done their thing.
How did T-Dub feel when his brother got shot?
I was in Angola, but I that was his brother. I guess how he felt. He was ready to go to war. Yeah. I was in prison though, so I can't say.
Blackie Moe was shot 21 times.
21 times? I mean, I was out there when he got shot, not on the scene or nothing, but I was on the streets when he got shot. He was living with a female on Callio side. I live on Martin Luther King, so we used to see each other all the time.
They said that female he was staying with set him up.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Somebody always gonna turn some fingers. Nah. Because from what I hear, she was in the car when the dude hit him up. They didn't hit her up, so I mean, I guess they didn't want to hit her up. I guess she didn't deserve it. She was blessed, I'll tell you that.
Why would somebody shoot a Blackie Moe?
Why would somebody shoot a Blackie Moe?
Mm-hmm.
Blackie Moe, I grew up with him. That's my brother. Him, Sturd, and all them. Those dudes was bullies, bro. Yeah, if you had something and it felt like you supposed to have that, they was come and get it. You just got to show them. They wasn't scary. It was about their business. You was just gonna have to show them. Yeah, they wouldn't be like like I said, I grew up with them, but I go get me back then an ounce of cocaine or whatever and sell crack. They wouldn't do that. They gonna put that gun in and go. Soon as somebody else selling stuff, they gonna take it from them. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, OG Booby Black. yeah. They was about their business though, bro. That's my brothers. Yeah. Only time we started when me and Gangsta got into it. That's it. Before that, we was 1,000 with each other.
So, how was the hustle culture versus the taking culture? Do you think the hustlers had more money back then? They was most, smoother back then than the jackers. Did you know a jacker that was on the level of as a big time hustler back then?
A jacker is a big time hustler. Look, when I'm talking about when New Orleans was the murder capital of the world, that's what I'm talking about, and all us was roaming the streets. Man, yeah, that's all they did was jack and kill. They led the whole nation in murders. That's what all of it was about. You had dudes from every hood hooking up, going, put in work, taking other people's lives for these goodies. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
So basically, it was like a pirate's code.
Man, it was dangerous.
It was just.
Man, I know a lot of guys. I was in LTI for rocks. And they had guys like Gangsta and all them. They was in there for murders and shooting people and all that there. And I'm talking about 11, 12, 13 years old. Yeah, I never had to do it, but they was in there for that. Yeah, for real.
You seen 11-year-olds in jail?
Oh yeah, I was in there. Juvenile.
So hold on. So how young can you be and go to Angola?
No, that's not Angola. This is juvenile. I'm talking about juvenile. Yes.
I was say.
Yeah, no, not Angola. No. You serious?
No, hey, look, I'm thinking because sometimes they have like them 17-year-olds.
Yeah, wait, they do. You can be I done seen a 50-year-old, but he wasn't in population. And then you can be 17, 18, 19 and look like a little bitty kid and they wouldn't put you in population because they don't think you able to, you're able to handle yourself. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Somebody would decide that for you. You 18, you look.
Yeah. But then when they see your jacket, sometimes when you go up there and you look like that, but they see your jacket, you've been to LTI and all that there. Oh, yeah, they'll try you then. Yeah, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who was Blackie Moe And well, I asked you. Did I ask you that already?
Yeah, you asked me who Black and Mo was.
Yeah, I did ask you that. Would Black and Mo be considered a serial killer?
You know what's your definition of a serial killer? I mean, those guys, you know how it is. They took care of their business when they had to. So what is a serial killer? You kill more than one person or whatever? What?
Did you see anybody that took special enjoyment from killing back then?
Oh, yes. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes. I know a lot of them, man. Yes. Yeah. Terrence, bro. Terrence. For real. Terrence ain't play, man.
Damn.
In spite of what they, man, Terrence ain't play.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And that was my arch rivalry. It was me and him against each other. And I'm telling you, he ain't play. So, yeah.
Damn. Damn, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Who is Stepper? And is he from the Magnolia?
Stepper raised me. Him and Carl Butler and Big Bouncer and Chico and all them boys. Yeah, they raised me. Stepper raised me, so I'm from the Melph. So if he raised me, so but he known all over uptown. He used to hang everywhere in all the projects. Shout out to the homie Stepper. He just come home too. That's my partner. I saw him about 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he raised me though. So I used to be with stepping them all the time. I used to be crying, catching a tantrum to be around stepping them. Yeah, they showed me love because they always treated me like a big boy. Yeah. They always treated me like I was their age and I was way younger than them. Yeah, so yeah.
What was I don't know if I'm saying this right, but and I mentioned this before though. But did you feel like there was like a toy soldier complex, like how like Africa they put younger guys to war, younger children to war? Did you feel like it was kind of like that situation going on?
You can say that because, ain't nowhere in the world I look at it now, we 10, 11 years old, 12 years old, we hanging with 19 and 20-year-old dudes been in and out of prison. We guns on us and drugs, and they had many of us around like that everywhere, My brothers in the Iberville project, Sean and Kent, yeah, them brothers there been putting in work.
Did you see anybody be molded as a child to just be a killer?
Yes. Many. That's why you see so many killers in all different areas because they start killing at a young age. Yeah, them dudes don't just... See, this is the difference. Guys like myself and many other guys that I know personally, we jump off the porch at 10. Other guys jump off the porch at 15. They still young kids, right? But they slow to us because y'all 15, we've been in the game 5 years, way before y'all. That's how the game is. Yeah. So yeah. That's the big jump that me and a lot of guys had on a lot of other guys our age.
When did you realize you were a child, but you were doing man things?
I never considered myself, I'm gonna be honest with you, I never considered myself as a child because I really didn't do a lot of things that the children was doing in the neighborhood. I mean, I wasn't. Here and there, they might catch me and I might play Google and all that, but I wouldn't be wasting my day playing that there. I'd be hanging with the big boys and I might be going there, okay, and do that there. But no, I really never was, not bragging or nothing, but it just wasn't just what it was,
What you think's better for upbringing for a child, for him to be in that type of situation with no rules and, and the hard knock life teaching them lessons? Do you think that builds a stronger man, or do you think a man that's sheltered and brung up the right way through school and, both parents in his life and
That's a no-brainer, man. You already know, brought up with the parents and all that. People showing them love, you know.
Yeah.
You know, me and my daddy was cool, but he ain't never whipped me. My dad, I come up in the projects, bro. For real. So I mean, you're not gonna see too many of that. Two parents in the same household in the projects. You very seldom to see that. And then if it is, they don't stay back there too long. They move out. Mm-hmm. But definitely school, man. Yes, indeed. That's where all the girls was at school. You know, you don't realize it until you didn't dropped out and all that. Man, I was tripping. All the females was at school. Yeah, you hanging on the cone and all that. Yeah.
Females. Did you know any female killers in the hood? That was as hard as the men at the time.
Yeah. A female I used to live with, she was about that foolishness. Yeah, she was with that foolishness before I went to Angola. Yeah. Nobody never talks about her, but yeah, she said she was a fool with it. Yeah.
Do you think Diddy should be free?
Yeah. Listen, the only thing I see wrong with Diddy is that he beat the little girl. Sierra, Cassidy, what her name is? Cassidy? Yeah, he beat Cassidy. But all the other stuff, I mean, everybody was freaking out, having fun. Everybody got paid, everybody was happy. So, I mean, I don't think he done nothing wrong. Except beat the female. How much time you supposed to get for that? I mean, let it be, but I mean, all other stuff, yeah. Trafficking and all that, nah, I don't believe that.
I don't see it as that neither. I think it's a rich man lifestyle, but there was that one guy that was shooting in France or some shit like that, and he got caught and he said he was dating Cassie and shit, and he actually knew some people involved in that situation, and he said it was the black boule and all this shit here. And there's some deeper shit going on, but there's definitely something deeper going on too. Because it's darker society of rich people. You know what I'm saying? Indulgences. You know what I'm saying? So it could get dark. You know what I mean?
You know the system, you know, man, you gotta do right. Yeah. Anything they get on you, they coming. Especially when you're a celebrity, I guess.
How was your relationship with the original Hot Boys?
Like I said, all us grew up together. Them were my brothers. I mean, my brothers, man. Yeah. Them dudes, you know, a big guy couldn't mess with me. Sterling, Black and around them type of no indeed, man. Shh. Dudes always protecting me. Always. Always. Even though I'm gonna take care of my own business, but they just always had complexes behind me. Yeah, they did. Dudes couldn't. When I was in prison, my life was always serious because they wouldn't let nobody play with me. As far as meaning play, you know, you be cool with a dude and you be kicking, you know, just be kicking all that time. They wouldn't let dudes do that because they would think the dude's trying to size me up. That's why they doing that to me. Yeah, so my life was serious in prison. Always. Mm-hmm. Then they used to get on me about this. Look, you better not be playing with none of them more. So, you know, it was all good.
My cousin, he was in jail a lot. And is there like you don't let a man play with you at all, joke, play, none of that in prison with you?
To a degree. I mean, certain people just can't handle it. Some people like playing on mad, you know, then mad day come and then they catch your attitudes and all of that. So you got to know who to play with and who not to play with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
What's up with you and Gangsta? People haven't been seeing y'all around lately. Are y'all still cool?
Yeah, tell him that's my brother. Yeah, we holler at each other. Yeah, we always hollering at each other. Me, him, his mama, his cousin, his brothers. Yeah, them people my family. Ain't no bad blood between us. We ain't never had no words, none of that. But you know how black folks are. When they don't see things all the time, so they go to assuming stuff. Nah, me and Terrence good. Me and Terrence good.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Let it be known. You say you talked to a lot of people when you were locked up, like Telly Hankton.
When I was locked up. Oh, tell it that's my brother. My prison life was totally different than the average guy, for real. Yeah, because I interacted with everybody. I got along with all the races. I mean, I was just a guy that everybody liked it. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't play. Dudes ain't never heard me get behind their back and talk behind them and all that little foolishness. I didn't do all that little stuff. Nah, I didn't do all that. Nah.
Scoop. Can you tell me about Scoop?
Larry Reed. Oh, that's my brother. That's that Melph boy there. What's up, Scoop? Stuff? Yeah. Yeah, man. I ain't hollered at Scoop in a while, man. It's been a few months since I hollered at Scoop, man. I think he got caught up. I'm not for sure. That's my brother though. Larry Reed. Free Larry Reed. Mm-hmm.
Kerry Lacey.
Another one of my brothers. I talk to Lacey all the time. Matter of fact, I talked to Lacey a few days ago. He praying, he got a life sentence. All my brothers got life sentences. So, I mean, it's going to have to take a miraculous act from God for them to gain their freedom, like it did for me. Yeah, because it's hard. Louisiana, man. I mean, all you got is hope. Hope you don't go crazy. Yeah, because it'll drive you crazy. Especially when your family members go to dying out. Mm.
In Angola, did you see any wars or anything like that?
Wars?
Like any prison fights or anything, break out, anything like that?
A few times, like I said, when I first went, they had Crips and blood, they had all that going on when I first went. It ain't last long. When Walter King came, he got rid of all that old foolishness. But yeah, they used to have a lot of little throwdowns. Gang fights, New Orleans against Shreveport, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, yeah. Blacks. You see what I'm saying? New Orleans against Shreveport, Baton Rouge, yeah, stuff like that there. You ain't hear me say Mexicans and all that. Blacks.
What was that about?
Crips and blood, red and blue. 7-1, Uptown, all that, yeah, you know how they go. So, yeah. New Orleans, we got the best fighters. New Orleans, Shreveport, they got the best fighters. Baton Rouge, and everybody want to prove a point.
Wow.
Because they got bullies on each side. I'm telling you, they ain't got no scary. They got, guys who don't want no trouble. I ain't gonna call them scary. Don't want no trouble, but they got bullies from everywhere. Yeah. They got bullies from everywhere.
How would a guy that doesn't want any trouble be looked at in jail?
Doesn't want any trouble?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want them who ain't want no trouble, so I would look at as a good dude. I ain't want no trouble.
Right.
Yeah, man, they got good dudes in Angola. They got a lot of foolish ones. Yeah, but they got a lot of good dudes. Yeah.
Is there any women in Angola?
Yeah, security. Almost all security is females.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So imagine that. You got 90-something people in a dormitory. You got one female. Skinny, short, chubby, pretty, eye looking. Some would say ugly because I don't think no female ugly. And you got 90 dudes. I'm talking about from 17 to 80, and everybody trying to shoot their stick. Picture that. Yeah, for real.
In Angola, the bike situation. Did anybody like metal and weapons and stuff? Would that bike be used as would somebody try to use that bike, try to take a piece off that, make a weapon with that?
No, you don't have to. They make knives. They make knives, real knives. You can buy that like it ain't nothing. Yeah. And they got bricks and everything in Angola, man. You can come outside the dorm. I can go get a brick and come in the dorm and conk in your head. Yeah, for real. I'm telling you, man.
Did you see anyone ever get executed?
I never seen them, but I was in Angola when executions happened. They had too many. They had too many afterwards. When I got there, they probably had about 4 or 5. I guess I think about if that many. And then they had shut the death penalty. I mean, execution down. So yeah.
Did you know anybody personally that was executed?
I know a few guys' sons that was up there when their daddy got executed. Yeah, their daddy's on death row. They get executed, and the guys' sons, around my age and all us in the dormitory together, Mm-hmm.
From what you can tell, everybody's in there for most people in there for murders or life sentences and stuff like that. What's the difference between a guy that's got a murder and a guy that's got a murder and that's being executed? What was
the difference?
Did you see anybody that was like that did the same thing that probably got off a little bit lighter than?
Yeah, but a lot of dudes with life sentences be saying, man, I should have got the death penalty. Because with a life sentence, it's a slow death. It's mentally, man. You be ready to go out. Some dudes be ready to take their life, man. They got dudes lose their lives every day in Angola. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody can't handle being locked down. That's why every time the sunlight hit the window, I jump up and be ready to get out the house. Yeah. If I'm at home and sunlight hit, I'm up. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. I know that type of feeling.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, not like that, but I like, wanting to be not. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But that's
it's real. It's real.
That's real for you to say that. Yeah.
It's real, man.
Yeah. Wanting to live life.
Angola.
What's the best thing you experienced since you've been out?
The best thing, everything. Because everything new to me. Everywhere I go, I like to just see it. It's brand new. I ain't never seen nothing.
You're just happy all day.
Every day. I can ride around for hours. Just sightseeing.
Man, I'm glad that's for you, man. I'm glad you got that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm glad, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got out to, you know what I'm saying? To experience this big old place.
It's beautiful. I wouldn't trade this for nothing. Look, my brother Mike, they always tell me, look, it's better for you to be working out there than in here. They keep me straight. Okay, how hard to get, I ain't tripping.
Where's a place that you always wanted to go when you was locked up? You always thought about. Did you ever get a chance to go there?
Well, no, I'm about to get my passport. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm going. Yeah, when I get that there, I'm going.
Where you going first?
I mean, I'm probably go to France. 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 I think I'm going to France.
You're not scared to fly?
No.
No?
No. Listen, I just be praying. I pray. I be praying. My heart be beating, but I be like, man, it's hard. And then those flights be like 9 hours straight. So yeah. I mean, I'm going to fake me. If it's for me, if I got to go like that, hey, hell with it.
You mentioned there's a public gas station in prison.
No, it's not. It's for the free folks. Yeah, yeah. The people that live on the grounds. Yeah.
That damn big.
18,000 acres. Yeah, it's the real deal.
18,000 acres.
Unbelievable, man.
Did you ever see snow?
Yeah, I took some pictures one time in snow, and that was I think that was 21, 22. Yeah, I think.
The first and the only time, the whole time you was there snow?
And when they had snow like that, every time it'd be a little sleet, a little ice. So yeah, it snowed this time. Yeah, we had the more phones, and I was taking pictures all through the window and all that foolishness.
With that bit of, with that, when you seeing that, do you think the world's changing? You think?
Is the world changing? Yeah, the world changed every day. Ain't nothing don't stay the same. Nothing don't stay the same.
Was you home for this not the last Christmas.
Yeah, the last when it snowed.
Like
oh
that,
yeah.
You got to see that shit. That shit was crazy.
That just come on too, y'all.
That shit was crazy.
That had been on a few months.
Damn, you got to see that.
Blew my mind. Yeah,
it blew everybody's mind. Shit, it blew everybody.
I can't believe it. I'm talking about. I was walking in the blizzard.
Man. Yeah, it blew everybody's mind. You mentioned people beefed over Biggie and Tupac in jail.
When I first went, man, it was crazy. You know, I had a lot of guys who liked it Biggie Small, I had a lot of guys who liked the Tupac, and they was really just beefing for nothing. Yeah, who they thought was the best and all that old foolishness, and man.
After that, did you see any hip hop rivalry that would set off a fight or anything like that after that?
Yeah, they still got that stuff going on the day in prison. Some dude like the little brother NBA young boy, and some other people like the other guys that he beefed with. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whoever, yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned somebody said F Tupac in jail and it set you up.
Well, no, when I came to the weight pile one day, because, you know, guys was calling me Tupac up there and stuff like that. So when I get to the weight pile, he a guy that like Big and Small playing that. He said, F Tupac and whoever looked like it. So he was talking about me because he knew the ass. So I went off and that's what it was. I wasn't doing it because of Tupac, but I knew he was talking about me. Yeah, because people was calling me that. I liked the Biggie too. Biggie was good to me. I ain't never tripped out like that. I was never on that level there. Nah, I didn't get in disputes like that. But they have knuckleheads in prison, man. No understanding. They don't care. You got to prove that.
All right. The rodeo in prison. How big is that? How much do people look forward to the Angola?
The trustee guys like me, we looked forward to that because I was able to make shit $30,000 in 1 month. Yeah, selling furniture and stuff like that. And they got guys make more than that. Man, they got guys sell furniture out there for $4,000 and $5,000, bedroom sets and all that there. Fire. Oh yeah. That was a big thing. If you got 15,000 people out there enjoying themselves, that's a big event there.
Damn. So what's it like to make that much money, dude? How would that go?
Put it in your account, send it home to your kids, help people pay bills or whatever, however you want to do it.
Damn. Damn. So furniture. So there's a car like you would get materials and
you buy material like stores on the street and you do happy craft. Yeah, you make bedroom sets, you make everything you see in these high class furniture stores.
So commissary is also arts and crafts and
no. Commissary is food and hygiene. That's all that. That's commissary.
But basically, your money that's in the jail, you can use it on commissary, or you can use it.
What money?
Like you said, you mentioned that you can put your money on your.
Oh, you talking about the money that you make?
Yeah, the money
yes.
So you say you buy materials to build stuff.
Right.
So that money that you put on your books, you can buy stuff like your commissary.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, right. So what other stuff could you buy besides materials to build stuff? Like, was there anything?
I mean, nothing else. I mean, commissary, that's it. Commissary and buy some more stuff to redo stuff to have for the next rodeo.
Any radios? No tablets and nothing?
Yeah, they got tablets. Radios. Yeah, you can have all that.
Did anybody jailbreak it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That's all they do. Man, they got masterminds in prison.
What the hell?
They always coming up with an idea how to beat the people. Always.
Damn.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know anybody in prison that ever tried to escape?
Yes, I was a trustee. I was always a trustee. I was always in and out. trustee with all the big political boys for years, and then I'll come back to Grace, fall back down and go back to the projects for a year or two, and then the big boys, they send for me again. But every time they send for me, I go that way by the trustees. That's where the money was at. Yeah, because they get that money. Yeah, and then all of them, like, older guys. These dudes been trustees 20 and 30 years straight. They don't never get into nothing, so they just be living. Mm-hmm. But that's all they do is prison, though. Their whole family did. People be like, oh, they institutionalized. They don't know nothing else. They've been there since they was 15. Now they're 75. Yeah, I know many guys like that.
The rodeo. Can prisoners partake in the rodeo?
That's all you got, prisoners.
All right.
Yeah. You challenging bulls for $10.
Oh, so explain the rodeo to me. Explain for somebody that don't know nothing.
It's a black rodeo events. All prisoners are in all kinds of events, but they make up events. It ain't the events you're gonna see at rodeos out here, except for a little bull riding and all that. But they got other stuff that you put your life on the line for a few dollars. Yeah, you challenging bulls and all that there to take $500 off his head. I done seen guys get killed, man. Ribs got broke and everything else. He run straight into the bull for them 500. Man, listen. Prison is a homeless shelter. You don't make no money, and the money that dudes do get, their family out here working these 9 to 5 jobs just to take care of them. After she pay a bill, she got $32 left. She sent him 20 of it. She got $12, and that's how it really is. That's how it's really going down in prison. The guys ain't got nothing.
Well, I went to jail recently.
Okay.
And they ain't nowhere to make money. And then somebody got to send you money.
Yeah, that's true. You got
They trading food
and juice. Food and juices, huh?
Yeah,
that's true. I'm telling you, it's a homeless shelter, man. Prison is serious, man. Yeah.
But then you mentioned that you made $30,000, so there's a.
But you got to be on that level. That ain't for everybody. Yeah, you got to get. You can, but you got to be focused and have the hustling skills to do that. Yeah. All my partners, I grew up in the prison in the gutter. But the crap that I had there, they tried it, but it didn't work for them. So it worked for me. Yeah, my family get to come to the rodeo, spend the whole day with me. No shackles, no nothing. We hug, kiss, all that there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was good to me. Yeah.
We still gotta go to that rodeo, though.
Oh, I'm going. I mean, God's will, I'm going because every time I ain't make it there yet. I should have been there. But things been coming up.
We going. Cause I want to see it.
Me too. I got to go see my brothers, man. I grew up with all them dudes.
Do you know anybody personally that died in the rodeo?
Yeah, I told you I know a few guys died in rodeos. Yeah. Bull kick them. A few of them then lived a few days after that and died. Yeah.
Internal bleeding or something.
Yeah, man, come on, man. Them 2-ton animals, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are the bulls 18,000 acres? Are the bulls flown in, or do y'all take care of the bulls?
No. They got some of them, but no, they go get them big boys, the old Mexican bulls with horns touching the ceiling and all that old foolishness.
Wow. So they make sure they go get the most dangerous.
Yeah, it's a show. Come on, I just told you it's homeless. Yeah. Every little dude come up there, he talking about he been wrestling bulls his whole life and go out there and get slaughtered. Yeah. Because if they go out there and they win a few events, they might have $1,000. You know what you can do with $1,000? Yeah, shit. They gonna take that chance.
So all the prisoners that's vendors at the rodeo, do they all sell the same thing, furniture?
No. Oh, vendors?
Yeah,
everybody they sell leather, they sell anything, hobby craft. They just don't sell clothes. Yeah, they sell belts, purses, wallets. Yeah, they sell vase. Ball sets, man, patio sets, they sell it all.
And it'd be the most beautiful shit.
Man, awesome, man. I'm talking about the real deal. You know, they get that wood in, like, cause man, they got all kinds of people in there. People that had furniture stores. Man, I know a guy. He had a private hospital, but he gambled a lot, and people took advantage of him. They beat him out of his hospital gambling. A whole hospital, private hospital. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He ended up coming in there?
White boy, yeah. Yeah, he junked out, the junk and everything. Oh, yeah. He got some big people in there. Yeah. You got big people. Like one of my closest friends, his name Miguel. He's a Colombian. And he was Pablo Escobar hitman. Him and his fall partner was up there. Yeah. And man, it was real jam. Like I said, they don't really be messing with black dudes all the time because black dudes play games, but they used to like that chronic. Matter of fact, he died. But man, it was big jam. Me and him. Mm-hmm. He killed a guy called Barry Seals, a big informer.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. That was the guy. He was the guy that killed Barry Seals?
Him and his other few people, but they were charged with it, so yeah.
What?
Yeah. They was in Angola. Yeah.
Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Diesel.
What's that?
Man, you ain't never tell me that, man.
Yeah, I'm cool with Miguel. That was my boy.
Man, you ain't never tell me that.
Because I don't be feel like I'm bragging. I don't be trying to brag enough, but yeah, I know.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm. You know they big boys. I know you know.
Mm-hmm. Man, that dude died, and the leading officer, I think, on the case picked up his phone and dialed the last number he dialed. It was Bill. No, it was George Bush. George Bush Senior. He was talking to.
Miguel is the only dude I know. His people used to can fly on Angola ground. They fly on Angola ground and go see him. Come into prison and see him. Yep. He's the only person I know that. Yep.
So you see the helicopter or the plane.
It'd be like a 2-passenger plane. Yeah, you can see it. Sometimes we be other things, man. That's Miguel people because you can trustees come where we at and be telling them, look, such and such people. That's how you know it, and then you see it and it's go down like that. Mm-hmm. Real hitman, boy. It changed their life. Yep. They kept Miguel in the cell like 30-some years. He was scared to death.
Somebody scared somebody was gonna try to
come get him. Nah, he ain't worry about nobody hurting him. People ain't gonna mess with nobody like that and then go, yeah, no.
They kept him locked up because they thought they was gonna break him out.
Yeah, break him out. And big boy, Pablo Escobar people. So that's how he was thinking. Yeah. I was in the dormitory with him. After he got out the cells, been in the cells all them years, he came in the dormitory with me.
He tell you any crazy story before?
No. He don't really talk. You barely can speak English. His fall partners couldn't speak English. He had 2 more fall partners. They don't speak English. He know just a little.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was it like working in the matter of fact, I still got another question about the rodeo. Who made the most money?
Who made the most money? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we do because they be having 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place prizes, and then they be letting you know who made the most money and all that deal. So it used to be a guy called Indian. He made some monuments so cold blooded. I'm talking about. He always win first prize. Yeah, the number 1 stuff in the show and all of those stuff, and he sell out. I used to be right there between. He was the number 1 seller. He had another dude. He was the number 2 seller, and I was in between them. Oh man, you talking about? I used to party like a rock star.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You know anybody that came in there that necessarily probably wasn't a boss on the outside that ended up getting to the rodeo and making enough money to change his life on the outside?
That wasn't a boss. It's hard to say because people don't really leave Angola, man. You don't get out of Angola.
You don't get out again.
No, when you go to Angola, man, you don't get out. when you see us out here, man, it's a miracle. Believe that. Shit, man, I ain't never seen it. My whole life, growing up, when dudes called life sentences, as when I was a little boy, I ain't see them no more till I went to Angola. I ain't never seen them come home. Yeah, never. You don't get out of Angola like that, man. Them people don't be playing. You get 100 and 200 years, you're in trouble. Yeah, it's serious. Mm-hmm.
I only got a couple more questions.
Yeah,
and it's just deep shit because it's just hitting me.
Wow. It's real. Yeah, it's real, man. You know how many people that I was close to putting body bags from overdosing and all little foolishness. I used to work at the hospital. Yeah.
Overdosing in jail?
Yeah. They got a fentanyl epidemic in there. They don't talk about that, I know. Yeah, they really do.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know any documentaries right now that, or anything right now? Like, that's interesting. Do you know anything that's any YouTube or any documentary that you can point out that will be covering the fentanyl,
epidemic in prison? No, because they don't know. You got to be there and be involved in that to know that. Like I said, I worked in the hospital. Anything happen in the prison, I'm gonna know about. Yeah, it's gonna come to me. Yeah, I'm gonna know about because they got to come to the hospital. See? Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Did you see anybody that just just couldn't make it and couldn't take being in prison at all?
Yeah, I seen many couldn't make it, couldn't take it, and hung themselves and slit their throat and sliced their wrists and done everything in the world to try to get out this misery. Yeah, I done seen that. Mm-hmm.
Would you say Angola is corrupt?
Corrupt. Meaning what?
Meaning it's not fair.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I know yet. No, because the people in Angola that works there, they don't send for you. They don't come and arrest you and all that there. They just work there. So I mean, I wouldn't say it's corrupt. Yeah, because they ain't got nothing to do with it. They can't stop you from coming home or none of that. Well, yeah, they can if they lie on you and get you charged and all that little stuff there, but that don't happen often. I was in prison 30 years and I never had bad dealings with no COs. 30 years, never. None, not one. Not one. I never got into it with not one security officer before. Not one. 30 years. For real.
Would you say that the guards or the free folk are basically locked up too? Because I watch a lot of documentaries and it's always the same statement. It's either like if I watch a prison documentary or if I watch a prison movie, this statement always come up. We locked up with y'all.
Yeah, they got to spend 12 hours with us. So they know everything. They know everything. Who got the drugs, who gay, who mess with this, who do this, who steals. They know everything every day.
You said the free folk, meaning the police, know who got the drugs in jail?
Hey, them guys telling women everything. They just got a lot of solid ones, but the ones who low down, they gonna knock you off. Yeah.
Now, when I ask, is it corrupt? So if the police is solid, not snitching, then there's probably other people. You don't think there's police doing nefarious things and negative things? Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah, that's everywhere. Yeah, I told you, everybody needs money, man. Money talk. And they got guys that can offer these people money that they might make in 1 year. You know, you 18, 19, go take these 20 racks, go get that book sack. You gonna get it. You gonna think all kinds of ways to bring it in. Yeah. So I said that book sack because so many people didn't got caught with book sacks. So that ain't nothing to be talking about.
Have you ever seen somebody get caught, an officer get caught for killing a inmate or anything?
Killing the inmate?
Yeah. Or getting an inmate killed or, doing some type of you know, corrupt thing to get an inmate killed?
No, I never seen that. I never seen that. Because I never be around all that deal. I be where the money is being made. I mean, for real. Because I always thought if you had money, you can get out of prison. But that wasn't true. Because money didn't get me out. Yeah, so that ain't true.
Yeah.
But I thought that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think the Fed inmates get a better treatment than state inmates?
Because the federal inmates, I mean, they have money to fund federal prisons. I mean, the state just, you know, basically all the prisons in Louisiana eat from Angola. We plant everything. So we ship stuff all over to all the prisons in Louisiana. There ain't no fund, there ain't no money. I mean, because they tried it and, you know, they gonna beat them out the money and all that anyway, you know.
You mentioned y'all grow everything. What's the difference between the cornfield? You said y'all worked in the cornfield?
Cornfield.
All right. And then y'all picked cotton too.
Okay.
All right. But the cornfield, you said was very dangerous.
All the field is dangerous because you have hundreds, 200, 300 guys in the field and you got three securities. Dudes make, you know, shields and certain stuff happen all the time. And then, you know, the corn and all that, everything grow high, 6 feet, 7 feet. So when everybody in there, you can't see nothing. You can't see nothing unless you're on a horse and you got to be standing up. Yeah, you got to walk down. Yeah. And then you might have rows, 2 football fields long. And I'm in the middle of that. And you got a free man on one end and the other one on the other end of the 2 football fields. I can't see nothing. So yeah, a lot of stuff really happened then. Mm-hmm. Young men lost their lives. I done seen all that.
Have you ever seen a prisoner kill a guard?
I heard of that. And I knew guys that was in the cells for killing guards, but not in my era. Now I know guys that didn't hurt a lot of them, broke their jaw and stabbed them and stuff like that, but now never killing them. I don't know. I can't recall that. They wanted to kill them though, because they didn't put it on them.
How surreal is it to be in prison and to be forced or to be asked to pick cotton as a black man?
It's an insult, to be honest with you, because our ancestors done that there. And then, but the cold part about it, you have black men on a horse. Hey, ain't no Ku Klux Klan. You know, they had them. But, you know, and we prayed for the black people to come, and then they came, and it was 100 times worse than the Ku Klux Klans. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. But it was an insult because they really be on you. I didn't really have to really do nothing because, like I said, I was small, young, and I had to be using up my side every time I was small. So, okay, I'm small. I can't hold no sack. The sack with how many pounds? 35 pounds? Man, he can't lift that. I sure can't. So, yeah, for real. So I had a lot of leeway, man, to be honest. I had a faith, I'm going to say that. I really had faith while I was in prison. Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned there are other black people that would be on the horse watching, and they was kind of like on the same level as a house nigga.
Oh yeah, yes indeed. Oh yeah, they treated us like yeah. What that movie name? Django. Yeah, and the boy. Who that brother on that nag? What his name is? Samuel Jackson. Oh yeah, you got 1,000 of them like him on that movie, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So would they snitch or would they just handle you bad or?
They do everything wrong can be done to you. They do that. Yes, indeed.
So would snitching be tolerated or would they be protected?
When I first went, snitching wasn't tolerated. If you known as a snitch, you was gonna get your issue. But it don't even matter no more. You can be a snitch and everybody cool. So yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it ain't like that no more. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you grew up in a time where snitches would just get killed or just...
Oh, they is, yeah. You get hurt. Yeah, when I went. Mm-hmm.
Back to the cotton. Do you think they do that on purpose to hurt your morale, or you think it's just a way to make money? Or
Well, just a way to make money. It's a slave plantation. They've been doing that forever. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Slave plantation. Everything our ancestors done in the 1800s and all that, that's what you done in Angola. Yeah, you really do that.
So it is a slave plantation. And it was started to catch free slaves, the prison system.
Yeah. So, you know how many people I know that was in Angola for a $10 rock? A $10 piece of crack, he got life. Yeah. $10. They was locking them up, throwing away the key. But that was like his third offense. But you remember the $10 piece of crack, 24 years, 25 years. That was like nothing. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Man, I've seen big companies take advantage of prisoners and free labor and stuff like that. And it does seem like it's slave labor, especially for the richer person that can take advantage of paying that cheaper wage to make prisoners put together things. I just got the information that I think prisoners make Apple products or something like that, or they make some type of device and they get cheaper labor out of them.
I don't know, but it's like this. I mean, you can't go to prison. That's what prison designed for. I mean, you can't justify what they do to you when you go to prison. I mean, you caught up. Do it or you don't do it. And if you don't do it, they got a place for you. You know, it's on you how you make your time, man. Yeah, because we'll be going on for days talking about I feel like this, I feel like it too. But I mean, the way we feel, they don't feel like that. Yeah, not at all. Mm-hmm. You know how many times they try to file lawsuits about the people picking cotton and all them people don't hear all that.
Wow.
Faking.
So I'm glad you said the lawsuit. So would you say like somebody that like a Lee Zurich that wanted to walk on to Angola and see and change some things or whatever, would they let that person, like, you know who Lee Zurich is, the investigator for the news?
What about him?
He get things changed and, you know.
You're not coming in there.
Wouldn't let him come in there.
People don't let that man come in there. Oh, dude.
No.
I ain't coming in there.
Yeah, because we was talking about the fentanyl epidemic and them not being able to document it. They wouldn't let nobody come in there and document. Would they let documentaries?
They had documents. Yeah. What time is it? What time is it, Pat? Yeah.
I ask you everything. Man, it's always a pleasure, man. Man, listen. How long time it is? 12:31? Yeah.